Alright, well hello, I'm Jog. Welcome back to Banjo-Tooie. Last time we made our way over to the second world in the entire game, that being... oh my god. Yeah! The Glitter Gulch Mine, that's the name. And, well, finally the tracks we made our way over towards the train station, and, well, I don't think there's anything in here that I have to do right now with Banjo and Kazooie that I couldn't just do with somebody else. I'm here. Let's get things out of the way. Also, Shovel. Can't even see the guy with how things are. I mean, you can see. Thought there was a, there you are. I thought there was a box in here I could break, because, yeah, we need to get Mumbo out here. No service. Train derailed in Glitter Gulch Mine. Well, that seems like a problem. I don't know if it's mine. What am I talking about? I'm the main character, so of course it's my problem. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do with the train right now, but thankfully we got the warp straight here, so when we get Mumbo Jumbo, he can come out here and have us a hand. But let's go down here towards, I believe it said Mineshaft 3? Well, we found one that had dynamite, one that had broken blocks, and... the gloomy cavern. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I got a rock, but I'm on the other side. That kind of stinks. But I actually do know where this goes, so we're gonna want to have fire eggs out and ready. Unless you're a speedrunner, you can know how to, cheese this by going out here, doing a backflip, and... oh, actually, over here. Doing a backflip. I believe a backflip and then a ground pound, yeah. You can get that, ladder, but you have to, like... oh, I did it! Wow. Because the ground pound gives you that little bit extra height. Although I keep doing it just before. Hold on. Also, yeah, the difference between a ground pound and the drill is how long you hold it. Either way, I did it once. I don't have to show it off again. If we shoot these green things with a fire egg, these are actually generators. So, fire egg powered generators that turn on the lights for this location. Kind of how this entire thing works. So, the generators will turn the lights on so we can actually see where we're going, and we just need to be on the move so we can get out to where we're going. Although they're not all going to be very simple now, are they? Although, to be fair, you could get a fair bit up this without actually needing to look. And if you so desired, you could always try using the fire eggs themselves, considering they also produce some light, but probably faster and safer just to do it the way the game wants us to. So who put these things out here? I'm the only one that can actually access these dang things. Also, yeah, be careful you don't fall. There may not be any lives, so death is irrelevant, but you still don't want to die stupidly, now do you? Of course not. Switch! Jiggy! Oh. I was about to say... if I had just ground pounded straight down, that would hurt. Alright. Well, this video hasn't been a bust so far. Getting a Jiggy about 3 to 4 minutes in is not too bad. It was also not the cave that I was expecting to find, because there's a fair number of them. And yes, we will have to find the other side of where that boulder was. Yeah! Yeehaw to you too, pal. Yeah! Yeah! This might be the one thing I was thinking of. Hello there, Globo. That should be both Globo. Well, okay, I did get the other Globo. Okay. Couldn't remember if I did. Okay, Mineshaft Entrance 2. It might be the one that I wanted to go through. Yes, okay. Because here's another barrel. And you can hear a poor trapped Jinjo who no, we cannot help right now. Not without actually blowing up the dynamite. Alright, we got ourselves a new room out here, and if... oh, shoot. And if you know where you're going, this is actually the rock that I couldn't break from before from the other side. So, if you came here, you can just now go to the, generator room. These are split-up pads! Thank you, can't do anything with that. So this is a location that you can do now with fire eggs. Or even, you don't even need fire eggs, if I can just grab Wonder Wing real quick. So the idea is that you're supposed to come over here with Banjo later on to hit this switch. Because when you hit this switch, the Power Hut basement actually gets a light. However, it only lights up when you're standing on the button, because as soon as Banjo can step off Banjo, the basement goes dark. So you might think, wait, how am I supposed to get Banjo up here but at the same time go down to the basement? Questions for later. Now again, we can choose this if we so wish. And for the most part, there's really not much reason not to, other than just trying to be trying to follow the game, but like, you can Wonder Wing your way through this. It's not the brightest light, but you can also just fire eggs. Or you could just try to platform in the dark, and while I can easily do this one now, I will try to play it the game's way, and we will come back for this Jiggy later on. Oh. I'm back out here. Okay. Well, oh shoot, I didn't get a thing by Mumbo's hut. Dang it! And yes, I could go to Humble Wumba's wigwam, but I think I'd rather get... why didn't I get the speed shoes? I think I want to go to Mumbo Jumbo's real quick. Because I believe we've already found the two... I'm pretty sure the two Mumbo things are the only two things for him to do here. So it wouldn't hurt to get him out of the way. Yeah! Yeah, they kind of get annoying with all the yeehaws, if you ask me. That's why I think I said before, this is the land of yeah! I'm also trying to think where the one thing... oh, I know exactly where it is. We can get to that one in a minute. First off, we want to come over here with our Globo. Well, Globos, although we only need one. Despite the fact we need Mumbo to do at least 2 things of magic. Welcome again, Bear and Bird. We got a Globo. Let's give Meta Creature to Mumbo if want help. Want Mumbo help? Sure. Sure, we need all the help we can get. Yeah, you're gonna get repeat lines. Sadly, you're not gonna get any unique dialogue as far as I know. But, alright. I'm not sure what that sound is, but, it's the sound of a wild Mumbo, we'll just say that. Alright, over here, let's go over to the Crushing Shed. Because this is one of very few Jiggies that Mumbo Jumbo can get himself. So, hope this works. Levitate, Jiggy Boulder. Oh, finally, he shut up! Unfortunately, the Jiggy has been crushed into multiple pieces. And if you actually collect a piece... I like that little gag. Yeah, you can just see how, unimpressive Mumbo Jumbo is in a fight. I appreciate how we get little bits of the jingle until we get all the pieces. Da-da-da-da! Alright. So that's the Crushing Shed taken care of, and yes, if you did not have the shed operating, you wouldn't have to be listening to Mumbo Jumbo's Eco Bookum the entire time. But you would have to see the cutscene eventually with, like, say, Banjo-Kazooie, but honestly, not hearing the Eco Bookum might be the better way of doing it. Alright. Let this train move, shall we? Levitate, Shuffy the train. The good thing, we have this power and not Klungo. Although, that is, now that I think about it, is essentially the same thing that Grunty's sisters, I'm trying to think of the name. I want to say Bonadetta, but I don't think that's it. Whatever her sister's names were, essentially did in the beginning. It required 2 of them to cast a spell to get the boulder off of Grunty. Meanwhile, Mumble can do this with just nothing more than one little Globo. And he lives in an even bigger rock and a freaking train. So I will say, Mumbo magic, definitely more powerful than that of the witches. Especially if the backstory of Gruntilda being a apprentice to Mumbo Jumbo is still quote-unquote canon. Then again, you could say that Grunty the Witch is more powerful than that of her sisters, so who knows. Alright. Let's go back to the train station, because we did it? But we didn't get anything for it. Like, we didn't get a Jiggy, we didn't get a prize, so what gives? Do I have a new mode of transportation? We're almost assigned what you have to say. Are you blind? Chuffy's right in front of you. I know you're right in front of me. I was curious what the sign had to say. This is my train control pad. Okay. You have to battle me before you can go anywhere.
Huh? Who said that?
Sounds like it came from inside the boiler. Ah, yes, into the flaming pits of the underworld. Why not? Let's go. I hear it's lovely this time of year. I wonder what's under that big pile of coal in the corner.
Maybe it's a Jiggy.
Maybe. Old King Cole, the grubby boiler monarch. Phone, shut up. Who dares enter Old King Cole's boiler? I'm Banjo, and this is Kazooie.
You ought to use your train.
You would, huh? In that case, I'll fight you for it.
But you're supposed to be a merry old soul.
Not me, pal. But I'll soon be feeling my merry old soul on the top of your heads. Alright, we got a boss fight! Wondering only did 2 damage. Meanwhile, the Rat-Tap Rat does 3. Let's see how you cope with a little heat. Yeah, no loss. I still got another. Okay, don't stand on the floor when he's doing that. He's also taken away oxygen, but not for long. So, Old King Cole. But I don't need arms to beat you. And away with the Mighty Python skit with the Black Knight. On the other hand, it's the easiest boss in the entire game. Perhaps we should sit down and talk about this. He's the easiest boss in the entire game because he doesn't attack you directly. And I believe the reason for that is just... well, we're gonna need the train. Okay, perhaps I'll let you use my train after all, but don't you dare anything, or I just polished! God, that killed me. Oh, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear somebody dying on camera. But yes, the train is going to be necessary for a bunch of jiggies. So because of that, I do believe the train... I believe this boss fight is made to be the easiest in the entire game for that specific reason. There's no train stations open for my train to go to. So, yes, as we go through the game... No, move, Banjo. We can open up more train tracks to get through new locations, and... yes. Now, you might remember there was not one at the Mayhem Temple, or at the very least we didn't see one. There is not one there, so don't worry about that. They're not in every world. They're in a few here and there, but not every world. Alright. I think I am now good enough to go back towards the entrance to go head over to Humble Wumbo real quick. Oh, right, I remember there was something else I was gonna do. I was gonna do... well. We can get Humble Wumbo out of the way real quick. Because we know the deal right now. She's gonna ask for a Globo, we give her a Globo, we jump in pool, and we transform. And there are 3 things of dynamite. I only need 2 of them to get everything, but we'll get all 3. Oh, this is here as well. Excuse me. You have Global, want to give the Humba. Yes. So A and B just skips dialogue. Oh boy, what are we gonna be? We are a plunger with the worst attack in the entire game. Honestly, this might be the worst transformation in the entire game. One would call this Detonator. Use Control Stick to move and press B for self-destruct attack. Yes, self-destruct attack that deals damage. Yeah. So, not only is there a time wind up, but you also have to damage yourself in hopes that you damage the enemy. It is, in my eyes, the worst transformation for that simple fact. Maybe even worse than the transformations we get back in Banjo-Kazooie, in the original Banjo-Kazooie. Also, you can jump well in midair. Don't ask me the science behind it, it just works. It just works, it just works. I'm surprised it's giving me this one. I will go into the train station, because I do believe that's where the Ginger was located. Technically, I was on the other side, I locked behind the boulder, but I'm not worried about that right now. And yes, I do believe we'll just be able to get a few more things out of the way before we call this episode quits, so that should be fine. Actually, no, this should be fine. I think it's fine. I just need to get up. Yep, there we go. Love the height I can get, even if I don't care for the transformation. Also, thankfully, you just have to get close enough. Eventually, Detonator Banjo will just do the rest. And I really don't have to come back here again, even though I have to slowly hop my way through all this. It's annoying navigating through this, I'll say that much. You may have to do small hops, aka slow movements, to get through the doors. But there we go, okay. The only TNT barrel that I remember being left is found back over by the crushing shed. Oh, we could have just gone to Mumbo. Okay. Oh, no. I wanted to use the warp pad. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Actually, no, there's a reason to get this out of the way. Well, yes and no. I was gonna say, oh, yeah, we can do this so we can get back to that cavern that we found last episode. The one that had the rock with Kazooie's face on it. But honestly, I might just be better off just doing the speed shoes to the grate. So, yeah, maybe not. Oh, well, if I do have to come back and look under there for something that I might have missed, be it a Jinjo or a Cheeto page, which I want to say is not likely, we have this here, so yes. I guess it also gives me another way out, but, save and quit, honestly, might be quicker depending on what I'm looking for. Alright, well, I was hoping to be able to do one more thing, but I do believe I'm out of time for this episode. So how about we just end things off with Banjo transforming back, and we'll meet you next time here in Wumba's Wigwam, so I'll see you later.